Okay, number 10 is a system of equations. You have two things that you want to sell, or you want to find the amount of. You have small candles and large candles. Okay? You want to find the amount of candles that are sold. So what we're going to do is, if they sold 20 total candles, and I'm going to let S equal small candles and L equal large candles, what I have is S plus L equals 20. Because the number of small plus the number of large candles equals 20 candles. Small candles sell for $10.98, so I'm going to say $10.98S plus $27.98L equals $355.60. There are a multitude of ways to solve this. What I'm going to do is substitution. I'm going to subtract S to this side, so your new equation reads this, 20 minus S. So then what I'm going to do is substitute this in for L. So your new equation reads 1098S plus 2798, 20 minus S equals 355.60. Running through all the work, I distributed, I combined like terms, I solved, I get S equals 12. Now, 12 is a choice, but they are asking for large candles. I just solved for S. So if I knew there's 20 total and there's 12 small, that means that there are 8 large candles. Number 11 asks which representations are functions. Remember, a function does not have repeated x values. Also, the vertical line test. If a graph has a vertical line drawn through it and passes through 2 or more points, then it's not a function. So, for example, this one passes through 2 points. This is not a function. You see how 2, the x value 2, is paired with 2 different y values? That is not a function. Now, in this case, it does not look like I have any repeated x values, okay? It's all about repeated x values, not y values. This one is a function. This is just a straight line. It's going to be if this is my x and y axis, the line's going to look like that. Okay, that would pass the vertical line test. So this is also a function. Okay, your answer is choice 2. With function notation, all we're doing is, this is saying they want you to find f of 1/2. So that means that I want to plug in 1/2 wherever I see an x. So I'm going to do square root of 2 times 1/2 plus 3 all over 6 times 1/2 minus 5. 2 times 1/2 is 1, plus 3 is 4. 6 times 1/2 is 3, minus 5 is negative 2. So we get 2 over negative 2. We get negative 1. The zeros of the function are where this graph is equal to 0. Okay, algebraically, what you could do is factor out a 3. And factor, you have 3 times x minus 2, x plus 1 equals 0. X minus 2 equals 0. Actually, with this step, you're actually doing 3 equals 0, but that's not a true statement. Okay, x minus 2 equals 0, x plus 1 equals 0. You solve for your x's, you get x equals positive 2, x equals negative 1. So your 2 zeros are 2 and negative 1, choice 4. You could also put this equation into your calculator, and you could look to see where this graph physically crossed the x-axis, where it's what the zeros are, where it was 0 for the y value, so it's the x-intercept. And notice how it's negative 1 and positive 2. Number 14 is another question that basically says which one looks like the right answer. The first term, this f of the number, this is basically saying the first term of this function. The first term equal to 10 is going to be between choices 1 and 3. It has a common difference of 4, so a difference of 4 means that 4 was added on to the previous amount, and then the next amount, and then the next amount, it was added on. 4 was added on to the previous amount. This is choice number 1.